Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're returning to Black Sack, a deck that I either thoroughly enjoy playing or frustrates me quite a bit. We'll see which one it is this time. We're trying out something a little bit different here. Kjeldoran Dead. We're replacing the Awakener. It's another way to sacrifice one of our creatures on the board, making it easier to play Bone Picker, or increasing the size of Mortician Beetle, or enabling for a large Tragic Slip. And it's a 3-1 with Regenerate for a single black mana. Seems pretty strong. So let's give it a shot. And it looks like our opening hand is garbage. So I think we're just going to mulligan this. This is quite a bit better. Yeah, well, there are many black creatures. They're going to reward you for sacrifice theme, either by enabling it or in some way giving you like an ability that will help you out. Oh, Titan, cheers. Ah, Swamp, that's not what I wanted to see here. I wanted another 1-drop. Could have had a pair of 3/3s here. Well, next turn we have Fleshbag. I think at this point it's going to be pretty important to me not to use the 6 button, even though it's a little bit slower to use the 2. Um, I have things to do. Damn. So this is what I was talking about earlier, about sometimes the deck can be very frustrating. 17 lands, don't want to be drawing 4 lands in the first 3 turns. There's a good draw. So I think they have Deadly Dispute into Galv Blast. Not really too much I can do about that. They'll be able to kill whichever creature they want to kill, so we'll just let it happen. Okay, they're going to go for the Carrion Feeder, so we'll just sacrifice it to itself. Oh, right, forgot to say always yes. Always yes, okay. Kind of need them to play a creature, you know? So we can get some value out of this Fleshbag. Oh, there's a creature, but that's a problematic one. I gotta sacrifice 3 artifacts to kill my beetle. Oh, come on, deck. Okay, we get the 4 damage. I'm gonna Tragic Slip this thing. Force them to sacrifice the 3 artifacts. One of them will have to be relevant. Problem is, they got 7 cards in hand to our 1. And our 1 isn't particularly good without a Mortician Beetle. Cart Clan Shaman is going to be hell to work through. So we take 6 here. Makeshift munitions, really good. But it'll cost a lot to be able to... Actually, it doesn't cost that much, right? They just have to sacrifice, like, the Frogmite. Yeah. Woof. So cool. Glinthawk, Synthesizer, Blood Fountain. This deck is awesome. And they even found a land on top to play. Wow. I think the makeshift munitions pretty much kills us. This puts us to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have Gallop Blast in hand. I think we're just dead. I guess they need double Gallop Blast. Math. Oh, there's one anyway. Mardu Synthesizer. I like it. We drew way too many lands there. How are we going to deal with Mardu Synthesizer? Kind of feel like the Fleshbags are bad. Let's take those out. Switch them with Crypt Rats. Snuff Out seems kind of okay. Like, we can hit some of their creatures. One of the big problems, though, is they're playing Cart Clan Shaman, which is really, really, really good against us. There's not too much we can do about it. Could like try and Mesmeric Fiend it out of their hand, but that doesn't seem very good. Hi there, Doxy. Yeah, it seems like a bit of a hard time for Black Sack lately, though. Opponent has makeshift munitions and Krark Clan Shaman in the main, so we've got a real tough matchup here. But I always like to take this deck out for a spin every once in a while, see how the format, see how it's doing in the format. Keep this. Don't like the double Whisper Squad in hand, but hand seems fine otherwise. Yeah, I was playing the Deadly Disputes before. I decided to have some more critters in the deck so that I'd be able to more consistently put threats onto the board. But I think that this might have been a step backwards as opposed to a step forwards. I did really like Deadly Dispute, like Sacrifice, Vault of Whispers. Oh, I love Bone Pickers, though. They're one of the reasons I want to play the list, honestly. 1 mana 3/2 sounds good. Yeah, the reach of Lampad I think is pretty important, letting you use your critters and stuff to be able to get those last few points in. I mean, it's no makeshift munitions, but it does a fine impression. There we go. I'm gonna play out the Beetle and the Lampad here. It does make them vulnerable. They're gonna be able to potentially kill one thing with a Galv Blast. But if they don't have the Galv Blast, then Mortician Beetle gets really big next turn. We have 3 mana to sacrifice our stuff. One other thing I was considering there was play Whisper Squad, get Whisper Squad. Hey, Drac. Woof. Makeshift munitions. Right from get-go. That's the worst. Well, I guess it could be worse. They could have Krark Clan Shaman. That would have been way worse. Yeah, well, munitions is super good, so don't blame them there. Pretty lucky for them to get one, but I don't know how many they're playing. Most decks, I think, play 2. Gallop Blast on Lampad. So we can sacrifice the Lampad, but if we do that, we don't get the mana to go for a Whisper Squad. I guess we're just going to have to let this go. Yeah, you always either always have it when you need it, or you can never find it. Killing another Whisper Squad, okay. Crypt Rats. I think we leave this one in hand, use the Whisper Squad to get the last member. Yodagawa, hello. I don't know, like, it's not so much our life total that I'm worried about, it's them just being able to kill all my creatures. So with the Lifestaff, I gain a bunch of life as they're killing my creatures. Well, I guess it gives them +1 toughness. No, it doesn't give them any toughness. So yeah, I don't think the Lifestaff would work. Hey, 4-1 twice in a row is still super good. Yeah, exactly. They burn me in card advantage. The damage isn't the problem. Thanks for showing up. How about one of those Kjeldoran Dead? Slam one of those down, sacrifice Perilous Myr, have 3 black up to regenerate it 3 times. Well, that's a blocker. Yeah, we have to let them kill the rats. I don't want to kill my team. I guess we could have sacrificed the Myr, kill the core Skyfisher. Woof. So they're doing 2 damage with Kark Clan Shaman to each creature without flying. So I'm going to do 1 damage with Crypt Rats, and then Perilous Myr will kill the core Skyfisher. It does mean that we miss out on the Nested Shambler token. So maybe instead I just Tragic Slip the Core Skyfisher, and that way I get the 2 damage to their face plus the squirrel. And Makeshift Munitions is going for me. I think they could have went for Nested Shambler with the Makeshift Munitions. No, they already have 2. Yeah, they already have 2 coming down, so... That's right. We lose this regardless. I think I'm going to go for the Crypt Rats line then. We get to keep the Tragic Slip that way. And no reassembling skeletons in the graveyard, unfortunate. This would be a good time for them. Cart Clan Shaman again. Their deck is really good against ours. Like, super good. Oh, why wouldn't you sacrifice the Cart Clan Shaman there? Okay. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I guess. And Gale of Blast kills our bird. Now they got a bird. I mean, Bone Picker can win games by itself, but opponents got plenty of answers. Do we kill the Glint Hawk or hit them? I'm gonna go for the Reach, try and get their life total down. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. GG's. This hand looks good. Oh, really? Okay, good to know. Main deck isn't too good against burn, but we do have 4 life staffs to bring in. And we also have Mesmeric Fiend we can bring in as well. Trespasser's Curse. Thermal Alchemist is a pretty good one. Hey, there you are. Wonderful. Yeah, that's definitely a card that's been in consideration. Okay, no blocks. Gonna be taking a lot of damage this turn, though. It's pretty good. Take 6. We have enough mana to get another Whisper Squad. Thing is, we're probably actually just dead here. Passing back to burn for turn 4. Okay, so they need Fire Blast. There it is. One land hand. We have a Lifestaff. Little Moonkey, hello. Martyr of Ashes. Come on, Swamp on top. Shame. Oh, they let me do it. Oh, this is stupid. Now they're just going to activate this. I don't have anything to sacrifice. That was me just playing quickly. And now I get punished. Yep, yep, that is another thing I could have done. I was just tilted, so I wasn't thinking properly. Hey, blind? Scary. Guess we'll take the lightning bolt here. Okay, that gained us 3 life. Okay. They're going to have a hard time stopping us from putting a Lifestaff on the Myr. That's good. They're going to have to use that lightning bolt they just got back. Cool. Again, gaining us 3 life. They're going to Searing Blaze in response. Guess we'll use the Village Rites here, draw some extra cards. We do still take 1 damage because there's 2 targets on Searing Blaze. Not sure that I want to put my Beetle down. I guess that's fine, you know? Like, if they blow up the Beetle, that's still damage that isn't going into my face, so that's fine. Okay, then they skewer my Beetle. So currently we have Persistent Specimen out of the graveyard, put a Lifestaff on it. Make that 2 Lifestaff. Or we could just put down Kjeldoran Dead. So let's see here. I think they've used... they've used the Chain Lightning. I know they have 2 Fire Blast in hand. No, they... They discarded the Fire Blast with the Blood. Okay. Yeah, this is a good sequence. I guess we can attack first. No blocks, love to see it. Gain 6 life. Play a Bone Picker. Put some life staffs on it. And we have a creature with Regenerate. Let's get that Epicure out of the way. And I'd like to get this Flame Breather off the board as well. I'm going to sacrifice the Bone Picker. Alright, they're just going to concede. Like, sacrifice Bone Picker, gain 6 life. We should be totally out of range. Nice to see those life staff working out. That was a 1-land keep. Wasn't sure about keeping the 2 Fleshbag Marauders, but there are enough creatures that we have to get rid of and burn. Well, we've got our main combo. We're going to keep it. Although maybe I should just be mulliganing to Lifestaff. That's a really good start for them. Should have attacked first. Maybe they would have been in fear of Tragic Slip or something. Another Alchemist. And no plays. Oh, you're saying there's a chance. Smack. So we are presenting lethal if they don't block. Wow. What's even going on with the opponent here? Rithbolt is exiled. Something good? Hey, Carves! Hello. Good morning. Good games, by the way. Your makeshift munitions were very good. All right, so this is nowhere near lethal, right? 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, thanks. In Yodogawa. Cheers. All right, we're at 16. They could just still kill us here. Yeah, those smashes don't have too many targets. Yeah, that probably would be better. What else am I doing? I was thinking like, oh, I got 3 mana Persistent Specimen, but getting the Life Staff would be maybe life-saving. Oh, that's a good sign. Maybe not. 8, 5. So if they have Fire Blast, we're dead. Yeah, I think we just sacrifice the thing and then Tragic Slip a creature. So now they can block 2 things, and we have 5 damage to get through. All right, we did it. This one's kind of awkward, but we could potentially just put down 2 Bone Pickers on turn 2. I like two Bone Pickers on turn 2. Or we could slow our roll, play the Perilous Myr, and then play a pair of Bone Pickers on turn 3. Have you seen the latest Mono Red Heroic? I have not. Ooh, the Dead. Our hand is full of all kinds of cool stuff. Huh, that's a cool one. Well, I guess we'll sacrifice it to itself. Or we can sacrifice it to the dead. We're already going to lose a life anyways. Oh, and then we get the beetle, but I want to play the double picker. I want to play the double picker, so we can either choose to play the dead or the beetle. I think I'm going to play the dead this turn. Just a better clock. Alright, a set of 3 power creatures. 3 times 3. Tyrant's Choice. I believe it's always torture, right? Oh, they chose death. Guess Verdict. Guess I'll get rid of this here. Yeah, what is that? There's that one red card that gives your creature plus X plus 0, and you get to draw a card off of it. As long as you're like drawing extra cards all the time, it seems pretty good. The skeleton is pretty decent so far. Haven't had too much opportunity to use it, but it's felt like it belongs in the deck. Should definitely be a consideration anyway. Oh, they got a thing. What is this? Asking me to sacrifice a creature again? I mean, they would have played that in response to the Nested Shambler, so let's get rid of Bone Picker here. Lampad being able to gain life is going to be key for the rest of this game, I think. Okay, they're going to choose Torture for sure this time, right? If they choose Death, I'm going to choose Death too. All right. What are we doing here? Just practicing patience while we wait for the opponent to let us draw. Okay, it's called Mogged. I'll look that up later. Well, that is definitely not the card I was looking to draw here. Wanted something that I could play and then sacrifice to Lampad. Okay, so I can sacrifice the Lampad and then play Crypt Rats, activate for 1. How's that for a close game? Alright, we're going to want the Lifestaff, bring all those in. I don't think the Crypt Rats are where we want to be. I don't want to be losing life. Fleshbag doesn't seem all that hot either. Don't mind the Mesmeric Fiend necessarily. That could be good. Maybe we trade out the Whisper Squad for that. Oh, okay. So if it's a Kiln Fiend deck, I might have seen some of it. Were they playing with the red creature that scries every time that it gets targeted? Wow. 17 land deck. Let's mulligan that. Oh no! From too many lands to not enough. We're gonna have to keep this one. What do we get rid of here? Oh, it doesn't even need to target. It's just uncast of a non-creature spell. Yep, sweet. That is the card that I was talking about. Lampad is really good. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Mesmeric Fiend here. Out of our two mana cards, Lampad I think is just better in this matchup. Good draw. Trespasser's Curse, pretty good. Playline here is just always going to be just a little bit awkward. Yeah, we play a ton of creatures, right? So Curse is pretty good here. think I'm going to get out my bruisers as quickly as possible here. Wow, that's really good for them, obviously. Not sure how I feel about the Clawing Torment. Definitely have more respect for it now than I did when it was first spoiled. That's what I was thinking, Ace Cold. There, you have so many ways to punish it. Where, okay, I ephemerate my creature. Your enchantment did absolutely nothing. Now the Trespasser's Curse. That has been kicking ass this game. Think it's been every creature except for the Persistent Specimen, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 10 life swing. Now we are on the board. Like, we've got some good creatures here, and they're out of resources, but we're at 5 life. So playing another creature is super risky. They've also got Okiba Reckoner Raid, which is going to eventually switch into a 2/2 Menace, but it will be a while before that creature can attack us. So hopefully we'll be able to stabilize and take control of this game. Hell? Oh. Zaxman, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the continued support. Oh, they just play a land. Wonderful. Oh, they have the fruit. Okay, so that land was actually bad for us. Wonder what's going on here. They have nothing left to do. And we're just hanging in their main phase. There we go. Five, six, seven, eight. Oof. So we're not going to be able to get lethal through a blocker here. So we're going to have to evade 2 draw steps. Because Reckoner's Raid here is going to turn into a 2/2, which can block one of our critters. And that's not, if we're like just dead right now. They must be like double queuing or something, right? They've got to be doing something else. Because these pauses just don't make any sense. Another Beetle. Sathaniel, thank you for the follow, friend. Alright, what do you got? That was a tight one. Oh, wow. I wonder what garbage they had in their hand that they weren't able to play. Okay, 2-land hand. We got most of our combo. Let's keep it. Ooh. Okay, this can potentially be a very bad matchup, but we got Crypt Rats, one of our better cards in the matchup. Let's play the Nested Shambler, pass back. But we are in quite a bit of trouble here. Post sideboard, we're going to have 4 Fleshbag Marauders, so that'll make it a little bit better. We can also bring in Mesmeric Fiend to take some of the auras out of their hand. On the play, we might even be able to snag a creature. Still, this is a very difficult matchup. Okay, that's pretty good against our sacrifice effects, not so much against our Crypt Rats. We could block this. We don't get any value out of the Nested Shambler that way. It's only 2 damage. We're going to take this one. Oh, good draw. So now we get to block this with Nested Shambler, sacrifice it, get a pair of 3/3s. And then Nested Shambler again, 5/5, 6/6s. Okay, lucky us. Attack me! Attack me! Come at me, I am here! Kill me! Oh, you poor fool. They're gonna totally catch me out with something, I just have no idea what it is. But this looks like just an amazing block for me. I couldn't tell you. Looks terrible. Yeah, like, mutagenic growth doesn't make too much sense in a Bogles deck, so I wasn't really fearing it. Alright, take 10, Bone Picker, go. It's a good card. Hey, handsome. How you doing today? And you're dead. Oh, no kidding. Oh, congratulations. That's excellent timing. While housing prices are still up, being able to sell, that's big. Been waiting for prices to equalize for a while now. Kind of feel like it's just never happening. The Crypt Rats aren't super good, but I kind of feel like they're probably better than Perilous Myrs. I don't know, it's tricky because it takes so long to be able to get the Crypt Rats onto the board and online. So at that point, we're already, like in a lot of trouble. Whereas Perilous Myr can potentially take care of some of their tokens or maybe Young Wolves or something. Although, like, Crypt Rats is the best card at getting rid of Young Wolves. One land hand. This is super risky to keep. Like, we have the Fleshbag, but if we don't draw land on top, we're probably just dead immediately. Thing is, we have Persistent Specimen turn 1, turn 2, Village Rites, Bone Picker. I'm gonna risk it. You're gonna get punished hard. Wow. They have nothing to play with a white mana. Okay, come on, give me land, give me land, give me land. Yeah! What a draw. Play that Bone Picker. It's got Death Touch. We got Fleshbag Marauder next turn. The double land there was so clutch. All right, please, please don't play. No, 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 no. That's the worst. It has first strike. We can't block it with a Bone Picker. It has the lifelink. They get the warrior token. Perfect from the opponent there. Yep, we're going to use one here. And hopefully the second one will kill the scout. I mean, we've been getting lucky so far. The double land draw was super lucky. Let's see if we can continue that good luck. No second creature, please. Would Mask just kill us? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Oh, damn it. Looks like we're going to a game 3. Gonna need to draw a Fleshbag off the top. And if they have Mask, we're dead. That cartouche was so well timed. This is definitely one instance where I was wishing I was playing Unearth. Because then we wouldn't be on a 2-out. Yeah, we might want to keep Tragic Slip in. They might also be playing the dog. Yeah, we can take out the Lampad of Death's Vigil. Okay, looks like they're not playing a critter here. All right, we got one shot, one out. Fleshbag Marauder, number 3 on top. Let's go. No such luck. All right, We could play the Carrion Feeder, sack it, play the Bone Picker, play the Whisper Squad, Persistent Specimen, and then gang block the Scout. Give us another turn to try and find Fleshbag. Is that lethal? 4, 5, 6. That's lethal. Gonna bring in the Perilous Myr instead of the Tragic Slip. Costs 1 more mana, but it feels like it's more in tune with our plan. Especially considering Fleshbag. And we got the play. This hand is not very good. It doesn't have any of the pieces that we're actually looking for. And it doesn't have like the combo. This hand is way better. You know what I'm going to do here? Definitely playing 2 Bone Pickers. Turned 1 zombie boy into 2 birds. Burb, burb, burb. Okay. Okay. I think we just Fleshbag that right off. Good draw. Damn Cartouche of Solidarity. Putting up some decent pressure, though. So they really need to have Cloak. What happened game 2? They found Cartouche at the perfect time. So I had 2 Fleshbags, but they were able to protect their critter. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's just 2 hits. And trample? Okay. Lampad would be a live draw, but we took it out. Oh, man. Um, Perilous Myr would have been a live draw. Because we could have played Perilous Myr, then Kjeldoran Dead. Done the 2 damage to them. Really close. We have to put them to 1, but then they kill us. Oh, this is so land heavy. We're going to keep it, though. Afraid to bounce off the wall? I mean, you're going to bounce off the wall many times. The idea is to continuously bounce until the wall, until you break through it, and then there'll be another wall behind that one. You got to do it again, and again, and again, and again. This deck good. This deck is it's fun. Depending on the meta, it could be good, but I found that the meta right now is hostile to this deck. There's a lot of cards that people are playing in the main and the side that are very, very good against us. So, yeah, I would not call this deck tier 1 by any stretch. I do enjoy playing it though. Like, I really want to be able to play basic swamps, and Mono Black Control just hasn't been doing it for me lately. Um, so I had to find something else that plays basic swamps, and this is just a fun one to be able to play around with sometimes. I like to have this deck in my back pocket so that I can pull it out at random times and see how the meta, how the deck does against the meta. Exactly, blind. Exactly that. Ooh, Nested Shambler. Good draw. Put out Whisper Squad and Nested Shambler. Attack for 1. So Ice Tunnel means we're probably facing against Dimir Faeries. And I think that our matchup, well, I mean, we're definitely better against Dimir Faeries than we are against Izzet Faeries. They're not going to have access to Electrickery or Fiery Cannonade, although they do have Suffocating Fumes, which is really good. Oh yeah, the deck is super cheap. I mean, that's one of the advantages of Pauper, right? You can look at, for example, Burn is one of the places a lot of people start. Really, really cheap deck and consistently good. But there are so many options in Pauper, so like whatever kind of style that you like, maybe you know that from playing Standard or Modern or Pioneer or whatever, you're going to be able to find a deck in Pauper that scratches that itch. Swamps Kappa. Hey, if you already have a bunch of cards in this list, this could be a fun place just to start. And then once you learn more about the format, you'll know a little bit more about what you want. Yeah, Burn is great. There's also Blackburn. Blackburn is really fun too. We're going to play Kjeldoran Dead here. In before Spell Stutter Sprite. Sacrifice the Shambler. And we're going to leave 2 mana up to either regenerate the skeleton or to Whisper. I mean, Pauper Storm is basically dead, right? I mean, I guess there is still cycling, right? There's still cycling Storm. Whenever I think about Pauper Storm, I think about the like Galvanic Relay, Chatterstorm, stuff like that. Okay, so we don't get to see exactly what they're playing, but we know they play Basic Island, Ice Tunnel, and Preordain. So this leads me to believe they're playing Dimir Faeries. Except for Snuff Out, which is, yeah, Snuff Out's really expensive. I mean, personally, I want to have the 4 just because it's the best removal spell that's available. Um, but there's other options, right? You could play Cast Down, you could play Geth's Verdict. There's other things you could play in that slot. Oh yeah, the new Tron eggs. Tron eggs is great, really cool. All right, so what are we going to do against this deck? I'm not a big fan of Fleshbag in this matchup. I do like Crypt Rats. I also like Mesmeric Fiend. We're going to bring that in. I kind of like Snuff Out. The problem with Snuff Out is it doesn't hit their Gurmag Anglers. So maybe I don't bring that in. And then what do I take out here? Maybe I don't want 4 Crypt Rats. I'll bring in 3 Crypt Rats. Yeah, Lotus Petal is worth a lot, right? Kind of interested in the real price as well. Come on. Spelling. There we go. Ooh. Damn, my Lotus Petals are worth 20 bucks a pop? That's awesome. I'll have to see how many Lotus Petals I have. I know I have at least 4, but I kind of feel like I have more. So I want to keep all the Whisper Squads. I want to keep all the Persistent Specimens. I kind of feel like Carrion Feeder and Mortician Beetle, surprisingly, are some of our weaker cards in this matchup. Let's cut one of each. That and Bone Picker. Could have maybe gone down to 3 Bone Pickers. I'm not a huge fan of this hand, but I'm going to keep it. The classic Cooper bad hand keep. And they're going to potentially have Spell Stutter Sprite next turn, so Perilous Myrs probably aren't going to resolve. Oh, Nested Shambler. Let's play that first. This matchup would be better if we were playing that one ghoul. When it dies, you get to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature, or uh, make a treasure. That would be pretty good against fairies. Show me your Spell Stutter Sprite. Do they have any ninjas? No ninjas. Another swamp. Mortician Beetle, see if they want to counter this one. Then we'll play Perilous Myr, see if they want to counter that one. Another Spell Stutter. Brutal. That means these Bone Pickers are going to be counterable by Spellstutter Sprite now. Hopefully they don't have MC Hacker here. Okay, no MC Hacker. Oh, and they pay 2 mana, so we're going to be able to play Bone Pickers. Oh, nice. You kept Snuff Out in the deck? That's just a dead card. Maybe I should have attacked with Nested Shambler. We could have potentially played both Bone Pickers. Yeah, I could have attacked with both creatures. That would have let me play both Bone Pickers. They would have blocked the Mortician Beetle, almost certainly. And then, you know, like we would have just got free damage in if they didn't block. Oh, there's Cast Down on my Bone Picker. Bye-bye, best creature. Nice to know that one of their cards is totally dead, though. Oh, I guess we do have Perilous Myr, so it does hit that. Flooded. Oh, man. I'm supposed to miss land drops. Not. Oh, well. Scary. All right, that's something. Especially with them tapped out. Okay. This actually seems kind of good against Gurmag Angler. Not the worst. Thank you for not snuffing out my squirrel in response to Kjeldoran Dead. That would have actually been really good for them. Snuff out the squirrel, and then I have to sacrifice either Bone Picker or Mortician Beetle. I guess I could sacrifice itself to itself. Regardless, it's on the board now, and it's blocking Gurmag Angler for days. Check something here. No, doesn't say anything about regenerates. Echoing Decay. Yeah, that works. That would also get rid of this. You don't see too many copies of Echoing Decay, but good card. They're able to start attacking in the air again. This card would be good versus Ban Galvanic Storm. Target player can't cast creature spells this turn. Draw a card. Oh. Yeah, it would mean that they wouldn't be able to play the win con creatures. Because Captain Hook sits wherever Captain Hook pleases. I mean, I'm not going to say no to the captain. Oh, Whisper Squad is not going to do it. Played Tamishi yesterday. Okay. Is this a player that I should know? Is this a game that's really cool? Deck is kind of powerful, but never again. All right. Seems like you have an opinion on it. Oh, okay. Whatever, one or more. Return to your hand, draw a card. Oh, I played against this one time. Yeah, that's a really cool looking deck. So 1, 2. We can easily get 2 of these. That gets us up to a 5. Oh, there's a modern deck that plays Tamishi. Uses the Lotus with Suspend. Lotus Bloom, thank you. Is that... Which one's the land? Anyway. Nothing we can do here. All their critters have evasion. Looks like they've got at least one ninja. That's the land. Perfect. Going down to 1 here. And we know they have Spellstutter Sprite back up. Gurmag Angler is not something that you can count on. We've put a bunch of cards into our graveyard this game, but our goal is to flood the board with stuff. So Gurmag Angler could easily just rot in hand. I don't expect to have this many lands as well. You know, generally I would be happy with 3 lands. And we draw another land. Wonderful. Volkard, thanks for the follow, friend. Yeah, I like the Shambling Geists, or I like the Disputes. I don't like the Plunders. I think that's going too far. You've got Village Rites, you got Deadly Dispute, you've already got 8 cards that rely on you having a creature on board that you want to sacrifice. So, yeah, I wouldn't like to go up to 12. I think that's too much. Yeah, it's not just plunder, it's costly plunder, exactly. And there would be actually a better version, I think. Um, I don't even know if I bought any of them because I didn't give the card any respect when it came out. Yeah, I didn't get any. The new card that you gain life equal to the mana value when you cast it, which is just better than costly plunder. Pillage is a great card. Can you believe that's legal? Because it is. Mulligan, easy. I guess we're going to have to keep this. Not very good, though. Another bad hand keep from yours truly. Well, our opponent's mulliganing heavily here. They're down to 5. So if we find land in the top 2 cards, we might be okay. If we find land on the top card, we're doing really well because we can turn 1 Shambler, turn 2 Kjeldoran Dead into Bone Picker. What are we going to get? Okay, so they do play the Fairy. I think I'm going to go for combat first. If we don't draw the land, so we get the opportunity to maybe play a turn 2 Bone Picker. Yeah, I really did not want to mulligan to 5, you know? But, we've done well with 1 land keeps before. Copium. Ah, too bad. Alright, let's go in for combat, see what happens, and we'll play Mortician Beetle if they don't block. Now the Kjeldoran Dead are going to be better on this board. If we don't draw land, we can sacrifice this. We get a 2/2. Yeah, we just don't have very many things here that we can play with 1 mana, but like I said, I did not want to mulligan to 5. Mulliganing to 5 is bad news. Oh no, they have Spell Stutter Sprite up. Speaking of bad news, oh, this could be Ninja. This could be Ninja. No Ninja, okay. Land. Alright, we're going to attack, play Persistent Specimen into their Spell Stutter. Not even worth countering. Which means they probably don't have Spell Stutter Sprite. Or didn't. Could have drawn it now easily. Oh, Unexpected Fangs. So good. Land. Carrion Feeder is actually really good. You seem to be on fire today. Oh, wow. That's generally a problem, but usually it's not a problem that lasts very long. Augur of Bolus, good blocker. Hope you reveal Snuff Out again. No, no reveal. Come on, give me land on top. We can play this Perilous Myr and really start kicking ass. This is it. This is the chance right here. Land on top. Let's go. Oh, the island. Spellstutter Sprite is up. We get the land. So I guess we can Perilous Myr. You know, Sean, a bunch of other people have been redeeming the Guide the Raid, which is pretty cool. No spell stutter, please. One time. Yes. All right, they scoop. Oh, we got so lucky in those matches that we won. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, friends, so this is the deck that we were playing today. Got pretty lucky, actually, today with Black Sack, which is nice. Got kind of unlucky versus Bogles, or the opponent got really lucky, one way or the other. But yeah, like, one of the things that I really enjoy about this deck, besides playing basic swamps, is that there's some really interesting counterplay to it. Figuring out what sequencing you want to put your creatures down in, when you want to sacrifice your creatures, when you want to cash in your Perilous Myr, for example. Definitely enjoy the play with it. So yeah, I was definitely happy to be able to get a 3-2 with it today, and maybe one day, who knows, trophy. Um, these skeletons actually performed quite well today. We didn't see them very often, but we generally always had something that we were willing to sacrifice. Regenerate for a single black mana on this creature is actually kind of good. There's very few cards that are going to be able to kill the Kjeldoran Dead without giving it an opportunity to regenerate. We did see some of them. Anything that gives, like a minus means that we're not going to be able to regenerate it. But generally, like removal in Pauper is damage or destroy effects. So the Kjeldoran Dead seem pretty good in that sense. Actually being able to survive an Electrickery or a Fiery Cannonade seems like something that you might want. Might try a similar list to this, but maybe switching the Whisper Squad back out for Deadly Dispute again. I've been kind of missing the Deadly Dispute, being able to sacrifice one of our artifact lands for value. Although having access to all the extra creatures means that the deck is more consistently playing creatures every turn, which I think is important, which is the reason why I brought in Whisper Squad in the first place.